What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone is having a great day. Today I'm back with another theory that had me thinking more than I usually do about a movie, and that's discovering who these three souls will grow up to become in the Pixar movies.
All new souls are given unique and individual personalities.
I'm an agreeable skeptic who's cautious yet flamboyant.
I'm an irritable wallflower who's dangerously curious.
I'm a manipulative megalomaniac who's intensely opportunistic.
Oh, this one might be a handful, but that's Earth's problem. You'll notice these souls are all missing something. What goes in this spot? Well, these souls need their spark, and that's...
We see these three souls in the youth seminar, formerly known as the Great Before. This center is where young souls develop and gain personalities before being transported to a newborn child on Earth. The youth seminar is hinted to be below the pathway to the great beyond, as Joe's soul is seen escaping the pathway and falling through an area I like to call the Great Between into the youth seminar located in the Great Before. But before I dive into dissecting these three souls, I want to establish one important clue that will help narrow down who these three souls will be. And that's the film we see the souls in. The film looks to be old. Also, the music seems to be from the 60s to the 1970s, which will put whoever we're looking for in the age range of 70 to 80 at the time of the Soul movie. So, now that we have that out the way, let's go soul searching. Oh, by the way, like and subscribe. That helps the channel a lot. Okay, let's go. Obviously, let's start with the first soul who states,
I'm an agreeable skeptic who's cautious yet flamboyant.
I'm an agreeable skeptic who's cautious yet flamboyant. Not Edna Mode, okay? Trust me. In fact, this soul is actually in the movie Soul. Okay, you're done playing detective? I think I figured this one out. This soul could actually be Joe's mother, Libba Gardner. Libba Gardner is Joe's mother, his biggest fan, and his kind-hearted truth teller. She is a proud businesswoman who's owned a successful tailor shop in Queens for decades. Her late husband, Joe's father, was a struggling musician, so Libba was the primary breadwinner for the family.
Your father had me. Most times this shop is what paid the bills.
She knows that life as a musician can be brutal. So she encouraged Joe to have a backup plan, which he interprets as a lack of support.
Right?
Don't worry, Mom. I got a plan.
You always got a plan. Maybe you need to have a backup plan, too, for when your plan falls through.
A backup plan never hurts.
But no matter how pragmatic Libba can be, above all, she loves Joe and wants him to be happy. Libba Gardner is a standard mom, loving but no nonsense. She conveys the second part mostly to her son Joe. She struggles to understand why Joe wants to get a career as a magician instead of getting a more well-paying job like her at the tailor shop. Let's talk about her past. The snail. In general, snail's symbolism is letting Libba know that she needs to slow down. In other words, the symbol is asking Libba, what's the big hurry? In any event, she has been spending so much time focused on goals that she may have missed something. Thus, snail meaning says it is time to let go for a moment so that she will be able to see it. Could this have something to do with her just not seeing and understanding Joe's love of music and how much it means to him? She's so ready for him to work at the tailor shop that maybe she missed the signs of connections that he shares with music and only sees it as a waste of time. Megaphone. The megaphone expresses one's opinion frankly and openly. This is also a symbol to protest about something, rather than just say nothing. To state one's belief, objection, etc. bravely and firmly. Yeah, this definitely sounds like Libba when she's talking to Joe.
Does this gig have a pension? Health insurance? No? Then it's the same as the other ones. It's like you can't even be truthful with me anymore.
Yeah, this is spot on. Caution. Told you I'd come back to this. I'm no liar. Okay, so caution could mean that she tries to avoid danger or risk, a careful attitude or a way of behaving. Libba does take caution and even warns Joe to be careful as she encouraged Joe to have a backup plan, which is definitely telling him to avoid risking everything and become a magician, as life as a magician can be brutal. Handshake. The handshake has existed in some form or another for thousands of years. It is a symbolic currency with the power to unite, divide, seal deals, or even broker peace. So just know there's meanings behind a handshake that comes with their own names, such as the limp shake, the wet shake, the Terminator shake, the pump handle shake, the look away shake, the fingertip shake. Man, look, it's so many, okay? But I was able to find the type of handshake that was on her past. It is called the bone crusher. This is usually done by an alpha male or alpha female who seems to be trying to come across as sincere, would be acquaintance, but also wants you to be impressed with the strength of their grip or character. As if these two were somehow connected. This handshake usually revealed their deep insecurity. They need to dominate others to feel at ease. They believe that if they are not dominating others, they are not in control. Because if things don't go exactly their way, they'll panic. The response they actually get, it ranges from ridicule to a solid sense of pity for them. I think we can agree that Libba is dominating, wants to be in control, and will even ridicule to get her point across.
Plan never hurts.
Joey, we didn't struggle giving you an education so you could be a middle-aged man washing your underwear in my shop.
Walking around with a hole in his pants.
The last symbol we see up here is the unicorn. This could mean good luck, happiness, and a positive omen. She is a businesswoman who owns a successful tailor shop in New York City. She's definitely lucky and enjoys working at her dream job. Yeah, this could work for the unicorn. So, that's my reasonings for who this soul will grow up to be. Wouldn't it be insane if we actually saw not just Joe's soul in this movie, but also his mother? Okay, let's find out who's the second soul. He states,
I'm an irritable wallflower who's dangerously curious.
I'm an irritable wallflower who is dangerously curious. Irritable, as in having or shown a tendency to be easily annoyed or made angry. And a wallflower is a person who is introverted and is separated from the crowd, usually at a party. Not particularly shy, but are reserved when surrounded by a lot of people with big personalities. Not really knowing what to say, so it comes across like they socially awkward. This person will blend in and become almost invisible to others. They choose to stand back rather than getting involved, as they prefer to observe. They have no desire to be the center of attention. Generally, they are quite happy in themselves and accept being different. Wildflowers can be creative and wise. So this soul is dangerously curious and socially awkward, who will show signs of being easily annoyed or made angry. Any idea who this soul will grow into? I think I have the answer. The soul we see here belongs to no other person in the Pixar universe but this person right here. This is Moonwind. Moonwind is the product of a midlife awakening, which led his former self to change his name and his day job to seek a happier life. Okay. Remember him saying earlier that he's irritable, which means easy to annoy or made angry? Makes sense. Moonwind is now a devoted sign twirler on Manhattan Street corner, an activity that brings him joy, put him into the zone, which allows him to mentally and spiritually journey to a mystical place called the Astral Plane, near the Great Before, where he, a mystic, rescues lost souls from their uninspired, stressful lives. Let's try to break down his soul past, as these are the very clues that led me to this answer. Telescope. Okay, the telescope symbolizes that sense of curiosity and adventure, which goes well as the soul claims he is dangerously curious. Teapot. The teapot is a symbol of friendship, of telling stories and confiding in each other. The teapot could also be seen as a source of pure joy, comfort, and reassurance. This fits Moonwind to a T, no pun intended. In doing this mission on rescuing lost souls from their uninspired, stressful lives, he has to be able to exceed in errors, which brings joy, comfort, and reassurance in these lost souls if he aims to make them feel inspired again. Picture a flower. There are countless flowers, and just like the handshake with Libba, each flower has their own meaning. The flower we see here is a Damiana, which you can tell by it being a pentamorious flower, meaning having 5 petals, and that also these petals are round. The Damiana is a special yet rare small shrub native to Mexico that grows in various tropical and subtropical regions. Ancient Mayan tribes are reported to have used these herbs as an aphrodisiac and a hallucinogen. But now in traditional medicine, people use damiana as a stimulant for treatment for menstrual problems, constipation, kidney disease, anxiety, and depression. Moonwind definitely comes off as someone who may have used the damiana flower as a means of aphrodisiac and hallucinogen to escape his irritable life of being a wallflower who may at first had anxiety as he have no desire to be in the center of attention. The cat. The cat is a symbol of various interpretation, but the one that sticks out to me is the very positive characteristic of independence, liberty, spiritual enlightenment, okay, intuitive, balance, and hope. Cats were believed to have magical powers to the extent that they could even bring the deceased back to life.
Get back to my body?
Man. Joe, are you dead?
No. Well, not yet. Can you help me get back?
We've never connected an untethered soul back to its body before, but perhaps if we travel to a thin spot, yes, all aboard!
The cat also symbolizes us to be patient and observant, to calculate our every move and always make the right decision with great self-confidence and a spirit of adventure. Come on, y'all. This is starting to make sense. This is definitely Moonwind. The cat meaning also illustrates a sixth sense that helps those that possess it to see the world profoundly. They are socially and charmed and make a good impression everywhere they go, but are not fond of attention. Wildflower, they don't want to be in the attention and the spotlight. Cats also symbolizes, leading to the belief that they are very detached while they like to stand by and observe. This has Moonwind written all over it. And what's even more crazy about this cat symbol is that its connection with Moonwind is that, in the movie when Joe fell into Mr. Mitten's body, and when Joe tried to talk, nobody could understand him. From the doctor.
Doc, you gotta help me. That's my body, but I'm trapped. Oh, no, they can't understand me.
The cat owner, Joe's mother, nobody. Nobody but Moonwind.
You gotta help me.
Joe, you made it into your body!
No, he didn't.
That is my body.
You're in a cat. That's marvelous!
Hey!
Moonwind, listen, I gotta get out of here and back in there.
Well, we'll have to perform an old-fashioned astral transmigration displacement.
A what?
It's simply a way to get your souls back where they belong.
Moonwind can talk to Joe, who is trapped in a cat's body. Not a human body, but a cat's body. Maybe it has something to do with his enlightenment or his connection to the astral plane, or he's able to speak directly to souls, but whatever it is, you can't deny the connection. The warning sign, okay? The warning sign symbolizes serious injuries or death may occur. A warning sign could also be seen as a type of sign which indicates a potential hazard, obstacle, or a condition requiring special attention. This may have something to do with his dangerous curiosity. Warning signs may be a constant in his life, which I believe he chooses to ignore or avoid due to his overwhelming nature of adventure. Or I could be inclined to believe that this has to do with an ability he will acquire, the ability to see warning signs in other people, to help them avoid potential hazard, obstacles, or conditions that require special attentions. He's able to help Joe with his problems and so much others that we don't see. His skill to navigate through a dangerous field to get a lost soul, inspire it and send it back to his body, having a keen eye when it comes to spotting warning signs. So what do you think? Could the second soul be Moonwind? And what's the odds of that both souls were from the same movie? Now I'm wondering if the third and last soul from the youth seminar will be from the movie or a whole different Pixar movie instead. Well, let's find out. The third soul says,
I'm a manipulative megalomaniac who's intensely opportunistic.
Oh, this one might be a handful, but that's Earth's problem.
I'm a manipulative megalomaniac who is intensely opportunistic. This one might be a handful, but that's Earth's problem. Manipulative is characterized by immoral control of a situation or person. Always seem to be scheming and calculating. Megalomaniac is a person who is obsessed with their own power. It's a mental state in which the affected individual is subjected to an obsession with power and belittling of others. It's also a delusional mental illness that is marked by feelings of personal omnipotence and grandeur. Opportunistic would mean exploiting chances offered by immediate circumstances without reference to a general plan or moral principle. An opportunistic person can be someone smart, intelligent, and good for business. So this soul will grow up to be manipulative, obsessed with their own power, having feelings of being omnipotent and even intelligent. I think I have the answer. Hear me out before you think I'm trolling. But the soul we have to be seen here belongs to no other than Jack Jack from The Incredibles. Jack Jack is shown to have insurmountable powers such as polymorphism, which bestows him the power to assume a flame form, a monster-like appearance, metal, water, or smoke skin. He can alter his size. He got super strength, super durability, laser vision, wall crawling, intelligibility, teleportation, molecular vibration, levitation, telekinesis, super speed, and self-duplication. With all of these powers, can you not imagine seeing him growing up a little spoiled? Because it doesn't seem anyone can challenge him or properly discipline him. As he develops this look on life, he becomes more and more egotistical with a sense of entitlement. A crown is the traditional symbolic form of a headgear worn by a monarch or a deity, for whom the crown traditionally represents power, legitimacy, victory, triumph, honor, and glory. You're telling me Jack Jack wouldn't be looked at as someone with godlike powers? He's already stronger than any and all supers in the world. And also in the wrong hands, the crown could bring out the obsession with power and belittling others, which matches with the megalomaniac statement. So far this fits. Mushroom cloud. The mushroom cloud represents death and a possible nuclear holocaust. Many individuals believe that the bomb's invention was a negative for the human race because we have a power too great to control. Jack Jack has too much power for any one person to try and control. But to say he may bring death?
Oh, this one might be a handful. But that's Earth's problem.
The clock. The clock can symbolize a feeling of time pressure. It may indicate a need to give yourself the gift of time. It is also a reminder that time is a limited resource that must be used wisely. All these powers that Jack Jack has, he doesn't have anything dealing with time. He may have powers like a deity, but he's no immortal. Rain cloud. Clouds are often linked with emotions. Cloudy, rainy weather symbolizing depression, and storm clouds representing anger and the fury of nature. I can imagine Jack Jack feeling alone due to the huge gap of power scale, and this could even grow to anger if not handled correctly. Warning sign. General warning signs are used in instances in which the particular hazard, obstacle, or condition is not covered by a standard sign. If
Oh, this one might be a handful. But that's Earth's problem.
this is not a warning sign coming from an embodiment of the universe for everyone on Earth, then I don't know what it is. The last symbol, I'm really not sure what it is. I thought it was a spaceship or a plane, but I didn't want to theorize on it if I wasn't totally sure on the symbol, so I'm just gonna skip it. And for those who think I'm reaching on this, all I'm saying is, if the Pixar theory can theorize that Boo from the Monster Inc. could be the witch from the Brave movie, then what's the difference with claiming the third soul is Jack Jack? Plus, the time frame works for Jack Jack as well. Like he's born in the time frame where he could actually be the soul. I don't know, that's just something else I noticed. So what you think? Hit that like button and leave a comment if you think I figure out who these souls were. And if not, let me know in the comments. Who do y'all think these souls could grow up to be? I'm really trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I believe I can with your help. Yes, you. So hit that button. It's free. In return, you'll get a video every week. Also, I have a channel with my mom, a whole nother channel. It's called Omega Funny Family. Y'all go over there and subscribe, that would make her very happy. All right, I'm out.